What's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and this Saturday at UFC 307, Alex Pereira returns to take on Khalil Rountree in a highly anticipated fight. It's a pretty good card. It's at Salt Lake City, and Pereira is a star, and he's arguably one of, if not the best striker in the UFC, and a lot of people seem to think that he is going to get a free win against Khalil Rountree, and that Khalil Rountree is just going to be like your Prosper and Jamal Hill and get knocked out by Alex Pereira. And now, in this video, I want to talk about how I think Khalil Rountree can actually upset Alex Pereira, but this is not my prediction for the fight. I'm not saying that Khalil Rountree is going to win. I'm not saying he's not going to win. I'm just giving Khalil Rountree some keys to victory, and if I was his head coach, this is what I would tell him to do against Alex Pereira. But with all that being said, let's get right into the first key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree, and that's going to be Alex Pereira usually likes to fight with his hands at about a medium level. It's in between being a low guard and a high guard. And whenever he throws punches, he doesn't bring his other hand to his chin. And when he throws a right straight, he drops his left hand by his waist, and he's not protected at all in that side. And Khalil Rountree is a southpaw, so his right hand is going to be his closest weapon that he can use on Alex Pereira. So he should turn it into a right hook. Whenever he sees Pereira trying to throw a right straight, he can try to slip his head on the outside and then come back with a right hook. Or he can pull a shot and then come back with a massive right hook. And then follow up with another big, maybe left overhand. And use that to set off a combination, a counter right hook. I think that he could do damage to Pereira with this shot. The next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree is Alex Pereira can knock you out cold with a left hook, and we've seen him do that to Jamal Hill and Yuri Proska, because both of these guys kind of fight with their right hands down. Yuri, when he's in the orthodox stance, he straight up just has his hands down. In the southpaw stance, he'll try to, hand fight it a little bit, but his hand still comes down. Jamal Hill, he kind of has like a sort of Philly shell guard. He doesn't really use a Philly shell, but he has his hands in that position where his right hand is down, kind of over his body, and then his left hand is a bit higher. And they got knocked out. They couldn't bring their right hands up to protect themselves, and Pereira was just able to drop them. And not only should you just naturally have your right hand up against a guy with a dangerous left hook, but when you throw your punches, do not drop your hands by your waist. And Khalil Rountree, sometimes he does this. He throws with so much power that he needs a counterbalance to really land his shots and, still be balanced and everything. And Pereira's counter shots are getting better each fight. So Khalil, when he throws his left hand, bring your right hand up back to your chin. And when you're naturally just, in your idle guard, you're moving around, keep your right hand up. Do not get clipped by a left hook by Pereira. And the next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree is Alex Pereira's leg kicks are not to be messed with. They're a major part of Alex Pereira's game. So you don't want to let him get going, and you don't want to just take these leg kicks, have him damage your leg, maybe limit you to the orthodox stance, or you're not comfortable, and then just get pieced up. So Khalil Rountree, sometimes he doesn't really defend leg kicks, but he's going to have to bring back that sort of Muay Thai style where he's light on his lead leg and checking kicks. You cannot take those kicks from Alex Pereira. But moving on to the next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree, which is going to be So Alex Pereira's counter-striking is getting so much better, and if you throw just basic, predictable strikes, you're going to get countered. I mean, Pereira has shown an ability to punish his opponents' his predictable strikes and strikes that aren't really set up properly, and he's shown great timing and accuracy to really be able to hurt his opponents with these shots. And if you're Khalil Rountree, you don't want to be throwing just like these massive right hooks without setting it up. You don't want to be throwing naked left straights without setting it up. And a setup can just be like a simple feint. You can just feint your right hand, feint your left hand, feint a kick, maybe, hop around like you're about to throw a front kick to the body. There's a whole bunch of ways you can set up your attacks, and also mix up your attacks. Don't always lead with a jab. Maybe lead with a leg kick and then use that to start off your combination. Use different setups and use your feints to disrupt Pereira so you don't get countered. And also, Israel Adesanya was using a lot of feints and setting up his attacks, and you didn't see him get countered as much as guys like Yuri Prochazka. But the next key to breakthrough for Khalil Rountree is going to be... Now, what I mean by this is engage on your own terms. You don't want Pereira to dictate whenever you throw punches, because he can bait you into three attack that he's going to be prepared to counter. And also, when you're getting out punch, you just need to disengage, get out the way, and reset. You don't want to just be going on and let your ego kind of get in the way of you taking more damage. So when you're getting out punched, disengage, regroup, and reset. And yeah, dictate the exchanges, make it happen on your terms, not Alex Pereira's terms. Moving on to the next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree. Now, we saw Israel Adesanya and Yuri Prochazka have a lot of success whenever they're pushing Alex Pereira back. He wasn't as comfortable as when he is going forward. And when he's going forward, he's got too much space. He has that sort of tall man defense where he'll just pull his head out the way and kind of get his hands in the way of your punches. But when you push him back, he won't have that space to just pull away and put his hands up in the way of your punches. So push him back, take that space away from him, and light him up. Moving on to the next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree, which is going to be... Khalil Rountree has sent one of his opponents to the hospital with an Obli Kake after his opponent tried to throw a jab at him, and a stepping jab. So the opponent stepped in and Khalil timed him with a perfect Obli Kake, which ended the fight, and it could do the same. And Alex Pereira, the way he sets up his left hook is with that jab to the body to kind of get you to lower your hands a bit, and also it's taking a bit of energy out of you. But whenever he does that, he takes a deep step and his leg is right there for the taking. So when Khalil sees Alex Pereira gearing up for that kick or for that punch, go for the oblique kick and take him out and end the fight. But the next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree is... When Alex Pereira misses his leg kicks, sometimes it leaves him out of position, and that just means that he's not in a proper stance to be able to effectively defend or throw strikes. So whenever he's missing a kick or when he throws a kick, you can intercept him and then punish him with a massive left straight. If it's an inside leg kick or even an outside, you can catch him for a right hook and then just follow him with an overhand left or even a left straight, just something to follow up. But moving on to the next key to victory I have for Khalil Rountree, which is going to be... Now, Khalil Rountree is actually a pretty fast light heavyweight, and I think he should use this to his advantage to blitz down Alex Pereira with multiple shots. Because, again, if you throw one shot without really setting it up, Pereira is probably going to counter you. But if it's more than one shot, Pereira might not be able to counter you. And also, he's not going to bring his hands up to defend it. He's just going to try to frame and, get his arms kind of in the way of your punches, but he won't really bring his hands back to his face. So use that to your advantage and blast him with some heavy, explosive combinations. But moving on to the last key to victory for Khalil Rountree, which is going to be... Alright, I'm just messing around with that last one. Khalil Rountree, he could do it, it's up to him, but yeah, it's not a requirement. I think he actually has a chance of being Pereira. All jokes aside, he is a live underdog, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and God bless. And if you want to see my prediction for this fight, make sure to tune in this Friday, because that's when I'm gonna be releasing. But good luck to Khalil Rountree, man.